I've been a good boy and save up 50 good boy points this week. Now I can dine on Tendies all weekend. Lunch goes smoothly enough. Got a nice hot plate of Tendies and sauce. My tummy starts to growl later, and I know it's time for dinner. I leave my room and head downstairs.
Mummy, time for dinner! It's Tendy time!
Mama is on the couch watching a movie with another new daddy. Lazy bitch. But who cares as long as I get my Tendies?
Sorry, Anon, you know the rules. Tendies only once a day. Just heat up some bagel bites and leave me and my friend alone.
Fucking liar. There's no such rule posted on the good boy point chart. And bagel bites, what an insult. She'll learn. Wait until 2 hours past my Betty Bye time. Grab my PP spittoon and my hidden pair of Mummy's underwear to wear as a mask. Interrupt her new daddy playing in her room.
Liar, liar, pants on fire, chicken tendies is what I desire.
Start spinning around like Taz from Looney Tunes, spraying my pee-pee all over. New daddy is screaming, and Mama's crying. Wake up early at 4 p.m. after an exhausting Minecraft session. Waddle through the pee-pee bottles on the floor of my room and see my good boy point chart. I earned 40 good boy points last night by not pouring my pee-pee bottles on new daddy, so I can buy some Tendies. Roll my 300-pound body out of my room and go wake up Mummy. Mummy and new daddy are wrestling on the bed.
Tummy wants Tendies, Mummy.
Not now, Anon.
New daddy's pee-pee can wait. I need Tendies now.
Please, Anon, I've had a rough day at work. Can you believe this, Tendies?
I'll call the police for child abuse, Mummy.
New daddy tells me to fuck off. Decide to go to Wendy's to get my Tendies, because that stupid cunt won't feed her perfect little angel. Gather my good boy point receipts Mummy gave me. Walk to Wendy's. Ask how many good boy points each Tendy costs. Cashier has no idea what I'm talking about. She doesn't even know of my waifu food. I call her normie scum. I get asked to leave. Extract niggermode.rar. Punch the cashier and go doo-doo on the counter. Security comes in and tackles me. A massive wave of Tendies and dew-fueled duty comes rushing out of my ass. Run outside, take off my pants, because shit-covered pants equals less good boy points. Arrive home, covered in shit with no pants or Tendies. My face when. Last weekend, 3 a.m. in the morning. Wake up and decide I want some delicious chicken Tendies. Go into Mommy's room and see her wrestling with new daddy. Do an ultimate splash onto the bed to get their attention. New dad jumps out of the bed and starts screaming at me. Mommy tells new daddy,
"It's okay, Chad. He doesn't know any better."
Tell Mommy I want Tendies, now. She tells me nowhere is open. Start clapping my belly like bongo drums and chanting,
Tendies, Tendies, Tendies!
New dad puts on shorts and storms out of the house. Mommy starts crying. Tell her she should just be happy that Chad stuck his pee-pee in her dusty old vajayjay. She tells me that's not nice and will take away my good boy points. Dare the cunt to try. She goes to rip up my receipt for 100 good boy points. Here's me unsheathing my katana. She panics and scribbles me a check for 500 more good boy points. That feeling when the bitch drove to Wendy's that night. Why does buying me Tendies have to be such a fucking ordeal? A Monday night, 1 a.m. Eating Tendies with my favorite spicy sauce. Out of tangy Mountain Dew coolant. My worst fear has been realized. Only a delicious mint ice cream sandwich can quench this heat. Head down to basement. The refrigerator has a lock on it. Fucking cunts. Run upstairs to parents' bedroom. Wake that stupid cunt up and ask her why the refrigerator has a fucking lock on it. She tells me the doctor says that being this overweight in my early 30s is really bad or something. I cut the bitch off right there and demand that she open it. She refuses, denying my basic human rights. Well, if you want to play it that way. Head into my sister's room and find her little bastard baby is in its little bastard crib. Take a dump right next to the baby and write, "Enjoy your Monday, normies," on the wall. Next morning, baby has to go to hospital because of an eye infection. Maybe permanently blind in its eye. So, do you think they enjoyed their Monday? Be me, Mommy's big 500-pound boy. Sleeping soundly in my crib, next to my tipsy toy with a hole in her poo-poo maker. Dreaming of Tendyland, where Ronald and Wendy feed me tendies, atop Mount Tendy, where I rule as King Tendy. My slumber is interrupted by my sister Stacy. She barges in with a can of deodorant and a peg on her nose. Wake the fuck up, Anon, we're going on vacation. Let out a post-sleep poo-poo directly into my Dora onesie.
You woke the baby from his slumber. Now King Tendy has your number.
Anon, we don't have time for this shit. We have to be at the airport in an hour. Mom is losing her shit.
Traveling today, are we? To Tendyland, just us three?
Huh. Sure, Anon. We're going to fucking Tendyland. Now get your retarded ass up. We have to be in the car in 10 minutes. And for fuck's sake, take a fucking shower.
Travel to Tendyland, shall I? And reign as king until I die?
We drive to the airport, with the windows rolled down. Other cars on the freeway swerve to avoid my stench. We arrive at the airport and get on the plane. Get a whole section to myself, as no one will sit with me. Demand that the stewardess put Bear in the big blue house on the in-flight TV. Dumb normie bitch doesn't even know what that is. Have to jerk my mighty 2-incher to Shrek instead. Ew, gross. Mom, Anon is jerking off in public again. Anon, we've talked about this. Now put that thing away. The meal has arrived. Oh well, at least the Tendy King shall receive his tendies. Here you are, sir, a delicious shepherd's pie. What? Just eat it, Anon. Jesus.
Ree! King Tendy does not wish to try this paltry dish of shepherd's pie. Fetch me tendies right away, or I shall have you killed. Okay?
She runs away, sobbing. That bitch mummy knows just what to do. She grabs my chubby thumb and sticks it in my mouth. I drift off into a soothing slumber. I dream of Tendyland once again, but soon I shall experience the real thing. I awake just as we land. The pilot informs us that we have landed at London Gatwick. That doesn't sound like Tendyland. Perhaps we have to carpool. As we leave the airport, it becomes apparent that something is very wrong. Where is Honey Mustard Valley? Chalky Milkshake Falls? Mount Tendy? Hurry the fuck up, Anon. We're going to visit Buckingham Palace. A palace? That sounds more like the place for King Tendy. We arrive. It's just some dumb gray building with a bunch of Marge Simpson lookalikes mincing outside. The walls aren't made of breadcrumbs, the doors aren't even guarded by Grimace.
This place is not fit for the King of Clucks, so I shall dethrone these imposter fucks.
Stop yelling, Anon. Jesus, you're so embarrassing. Using all of my tard strength, I pull the gates from their hinges and make my way to the entrance. Armed guards attempt to tackle me, but are incapacitated by my stench. I barge in and see the queen on her throne. I teleport behind her, unsheath my katana, and... Actually, I didn't do that, but it would have been wicked cool. What is one doing in one's home?
I am king of Chick-fil-A, and I'm taking over your palace today.
I reach down into my onesie, pull out a large dollop of Tendy slime, and launch it at her face. It hits her square between the eyes, and she drops dead instantly. I sit upon my throne, reach into my onesie, pull out a Burger King crown, and place it on my head. A guard walks in. He bows to me. All hail, King Tendy. Your mother and sister are here, your highness. What shall I do?
Execute them.
As you wish. I can hear their screams. No! Oh God, no! Somebody do something! Their agonizing screaming jolts me awake. I'm still on the plane. The screaming is real. I look down at my Teletubbies digital watch. The screen reads 9:02 a.m. 9:11:01. Wake up this morning at 3 p.m. Another bright, shining, beautiful day. I let out a small poo-poo squirt as I yawn. I check my daily good boy point chart. 150 good boy points, sufficient enough for Mummy to take me out to my favorite restaurant.
Mummy, Tendy Wendy Restaurant Day!
No response. I scream,
Mummy!
I hear the sound of empty adult apple juice bottles being knocked over, and footsteps climbing up the stairs. Mummy staggers into the doorway. Yes, sweetie? I chant,
Tendies, clean me jumpy!
As I bang on my belly like a bongo. Mummy lets out a deep sigh and staggers out of the doorway. I go to my playroom and watch a new episode of Scooby-Doo and await night. Night comes. Mummy puts on her horror dress. I put on my Barney shirt and big boy shorts. Mummy silently cries to herself while we drive to claim Jumper. Probably she wishes Daddy would come back, or some stupid shit like that. We arrive in the parking lot. Mummy breaks down in tears. What the fuck did I do to get a son like you? I suddenly glare at Mummy. What the fuck did you... She's sobbing uncontrollably.
If you do not be quiet, I will make caca!
Mummy looks at me. If I wanted a fucking psychopath, I would have stayed with Chad. I just want someone to love me. She breaks down even more. Suddenly, everything around me stands still. I look at myself in the passenger side visor mirror. I am an autist. I look at Mummy. She's calming down and ready to leave the car. Mom. She stops, dead in her tracks, and looks at me. What did you just call me? Mom. She is in disbelief. Mom, I love you. She gets a gigantic smile and hugs me. I hug her back. We ditch Claim Jumper and go back home. I stop eating Tendies and start to eat healthy foods. I start to lose weight. I start poo-pooing in the toilet. I tear down my playroom and sell all of my toys. I get a GED, part-time job, and I go to college. Mom loves me now.